Good morning and welcome to KidNuz. I'm Tori. Today is Friday, February 26, 2021. And we begin with a mystery in the skies above northern New Mexico. The pilot of American Airlines Flight 2292 from Cincinnati to Phoenix lit up the cockpit radio Sunday to tell anyone listening that an unidentified flying object had just flown over his plane. He was cruising at 37,000 feet above the northeast corner of New Mexico when the UFO reportedly passed by. According to a recording of his call to air traffic control, the captain said, "I hate to say this, it looked like a long cylindrical object, almost like a cruise missile type of thing, moving really fast. It went right over the top." The FAA says nothing showed up on their radar scopes, and to up the eeriness, a nearby military base says it didn't conduct any tests that day and never do in that particular area. The FBI says it is aware of the sighting, but offered no further comment. A 70-year-old Spud is the latest to get a branding do-over. Going forward, toy maker Hasbro says its Mr. Potato Head toys will be gender neutral and known simply as its Potato Head line. Reaction on social media was fast and furious. Does Mrs. Potato Head know? Will Toy Story need to be re-edited? Hasbro didn't respond to individual questions, but issued a clarification about its future toy tubers. While the whole brand is getting renamed in an effort to catch up with the national conversation, the individual characters will keep Mr. and Mrs. in their names. Also, according to the company, they're adding a Create Your Potato Head family that reportedly includes enough potatoes and accessories for kids to create whatever type of brood they want. It took a century for girls to be allowed in, but only 2 years for 1,000 of them to reach the top. Last weekend, the organization, formerly known as the Boy Scouts of America, celebrated its first batch of female Eagle Scouts. Only 6% of members ever reach that level. It takes a commitment to leadership, a large service project, and at least 21 merit badges. Among the new Eagles is 16-year-old Isabella Tunney of Minneapolis. She didn't stop at 21 badges. She earned all 137 in areas ranging from welding to whitewater rafting to coin collection. The Boy Scouts formed in 1910, but didn't admit girls until 2018. It's a select group that reaches the hallowed ranks of Eagle. Among them, astronauts, admirals, senators, former President Gerald Ford, and now 1,000 trailblazing young women. In other KidNuz notes, today's a big day in the fight against the coronavirus. A committee of health experts is reviewing Johnson & Johnson's single-dose vaccine and could green-light it as early as this afternoon, with shots starting on Monday. The web is off the title of the next Spider-Man movie. Wednesday, Marvel announced that actor Tom Holland will reprise his role and spin into action in Spider-Man: No Way Home. The movie will open in theaters mid-December. Prefer real action to movie theatrics? Tune in to NASA this Sunday morning. 3 astronauts will venture outside the International Space Station for the first of 2 upcoming spacewalks. Each will last about 6 hours. We'll put information and a link on our website. It's a before and after you really have to see to believe. An Australian sheep who roamed a forest and dodged a haircut for at least 5 years just got a new fleece on life. Poor Baarack's wool was so massively overgrown he could barely see. Edgar's Mission Farm Sanctuary rescued the woolly guy and promptly sheared off 78 pounds of matted mess. The sanctuary says its makeover brought Baarack from the Brink, and the video it posted has more than 18 million views on TikTok. The now svelte fella is reportedly feeling his oats and is settling into sanctuary life nicely. Sheep used to shed naturally, but domestication has led many breeds to need regular trims. It's a process that usually takes minutes, but in Baarack's case, took an hour. A gentle reminder for our loyal listeners that KidNuz runs on your generosity. All donations are tax-deductible through our fiscal sponsor, Independent Arts and Media. and can be made on our website. Thank you to all who have supported us already or plan to do so. Now, our KidNuz quiz. What did an American Airlines pilot report seeing above his plane? An unidentified flying object. What toy is about to go gender neutral? The Mr. Potato Head line, it'll be known only as Potato Head going forward. How many girls just reached Eagle Scout status? About 1,000. How much wool was shaved from a wild sheep in Australia? £78, enough to give him sight and a new fleece on life. In One for the Road, have skills, will travel. A New Jersey plumber drained by images of storm damage in Texas said he had no choice but to drive 1,600 miles and help out. Andrew Mitchell bought up all the supplies he could before setting out on a 22-hour road trip to Houston in search of pipes to patch. He had jobs waiting for him when he arrived, added a dozen more, then doubled the length of his stay to get as many people back in their homes as possible. And a Tennessee man with a sturdy TikTok following did an impromptu fundraiser before driving 12 hours to Killeen to set up a distribution center there. Within minutes, a line of people in need stretched down the street. Chris Whelan told CNN, "I just felt this calling that day. As a father, I'm always trying to show my boys how to be positive in this world." Before we go, it's time to give KidNuz shout-outs to some of our teachers and their classrooms. Mrs. Weisgerber at Baldwin Elementary in Rochester, Michigan. Ms. Tenazaka at the Joseph Sears School in Kenilworth, Illinois, where they never miss an episode. Mrs. Deckard and her Fortville Vikings in Fortville, Indiana. And Mrs. Litwin at Santan Elementary in Gilbert, Arizona. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to take our weekend review quiz. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you back here for more KidNuz Monday morning.